Oh my goodness, looks like the books in the back are piling up again. It's getting crazy in here, doing a couple of side projects. But anyway, welcome back to King Midas Collect with your boy Vaughn. Let's get back into it with some books. What did we get over the weekend? What else haven't we shown that you guys haven't seen yet? There's still stuff in the garage that still need to be processed for you guys to see. So let's keep chugging along and showing you as many books as we can. I'm doing my best. So let us start with, where did we get these? Oh, these are some books that we picked up at Baltimore Comic Con that you guys haven't seen yet. We picked up some Mega Man Master Mix books. You know, I like my video game stuff here. These are like giant sizes, almost $8, 80 page giants. This is right on there. Issue number 2 there. We had these on my wish list too, like any Udon, Street Fighter, Mega Man, Capcom games, right? Darkstalkers, we're trying to get, and there's issue number 4 as well. I think these were, somebody had them for like $3 a piece, but they like go for like 15 or so. Next up, I think these are more of the variant covers that were from the $2 boxes. So I think these are 1 in 25s. So there's a nice little Mike Deodato Strike Force cover there. Just, you know, cool covers. No amount of value to these. This is just a second printing with that blue trade dress at the bottom for those all new Marvel Now books. You definitely want to be on the lookout for the second prints in the blue on a lot of the number ones, like Amazing Spider-Man, the first appearance of Cindy Moon. There's even the second print for Silk ASM number 4, first appearance of Silk. Stuff like that you definitely want to be on the lookout for. The Hawkeye books, I think they're purple on the bottom for their second prints. Definitely want to look out for that. So we have 2 of those here. I don't think those are worth anything, but I love my reprints. Here's a big one here. This is Harbinger number 1. You guys never really run into this, so it is awesome seeing this book. Hard one to find, of course. Just who was reading Valiant stuff, right? Maybe in the 90s it was big, but Harbinger number 1, for whatever reason, still commands like its value for being more of a low printed run story. And this one has it's supposed to come with a coupon inside. This one does come intact with the coupon. Next up is 2 bangers. I'm going to show you them back to back. This is 261 and 262, Betty and Veronica, because this is the first and second appearance of Vamp Veronica. Hard to find books. I think these are like 7.75s at best. These were in grocery stores and hard to keep, just in magazine racks. So they were hard to keep in really good condition, but even at that grade they still command a pretty penny. You're looking at least minimum $125 on the 261. 262 is probably in the $50 range, but Vampironica, for whatever reason, commands some value. Next up is this Amazing X-Men number 1. They did these variant editions with Jurjevic character variants here for number 1. So the Dracula one, for whatever reason, has some value to it. I think it's only might be a 1 in 50, I'm not sure, but it's like in the $70 range for that one. Next up, we have Silver Surfer 146. This is notable for being the final issue of volume 3. So very hard to find. Final issue 146, about a $40 book. We have Spider-Man Black Cat Strikes number 5 variant. Of course, you definitely want the David Nakayama one, but this one isn't one to shy away from. Very beautiful variant there for the Black Cat Strike game reverse. We have Spider-Man 2 about to drop here in October, so hope you guys are hyped for that if you're PlayStation 5 players. Next up, we have a great J. Scott Campbell Black Cat. I can't remember what issue number this one is, but Virgin J. Scott Campbell, you can't go wrong on Black Cat. We have this pretty cool Batman Beyond number 5 Monster of the Month variant. You don't really see that often, so cool to see that. Did I show you guys these already? Now I'm like, I might have shown you guys these books. If I did, oh well, you get to see him again. Hulk 2099. Now, I really think I showed you the Hulk 2099 before. Some Frizz and Wonder Womans I was missing. This one is, I think it's Tedesco. No, it's somebody else completely, but I definitely wanted that variant for a while. Okay, and now we move into Street Fighter. I didn't show you guys this stuff. We found a booth that had like a box, short box full of video game comic books. So we essentially picked up every single one of the Street Fighter ones that were in there. And they were all on my wish list too, because I kind of want to collect every single cover. Maybe shy away from some of the variants because they're definitely expensive, store exclusive variants, but these ones are pretty cool. So I think those are cover A's and cover B's. Nothing notable there. This one is Shin Legend. I can't remember the name of this, but this is Joe. How do you pronounce his last name? Majudera. Battle Chasers fame there on that cover, so it looked pretty cool. I thought it was Psylocke at first, especially X. I'm thinking X-Men, but that wasn't what that was. Next up, this Deceased homage to the Killing Joke here with Joker and the camera. Fantastic variant cover here, zombified Joker. Love it. Been looking for that one for a little bit. Somebody had a Faust issue #1. Cool to see that. Found it in a buy 5. I think these were all in a $20 box. So you buy 5 of them and it's $80. So essentially $20 off for the $20 books. Here we have a Scud issue, the second print, #1, The Disposable Assassin. Cool to find the second print of that. Would love to find the first print. We have a Dr. Voodoo issue #1, Avenger of the Supernatural. Not a newsstand. It'd be crazy if it was a newsstand. We have the Gabriel Deodato Astonishing X-Men variant. Fun variant there. We have Black Cat, the 1 in 25 for issue #1. Beautiful. I think it's, Anka. Anka on the 1 in 25 there. You guys are just seeing variants you probably haven't seen before. We have Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Frogman, issue 131. This is the first appearance of the White Rabbit in that newsstand. I don't think it matters too much, though. We're looking at 1983. Yeah, okay. We're starting to get into it where like you might want the newsstand over the direct. We have Batman Adventures #28, just the early Harley Quinn cover here. I think it's like her 4th or 5th appearance like that or something. We have this awesome all-new, all-different Avengers #1 hip-hop variant. I'm not sure which hip-hop variant it's supposed to be. Then we have this awesome Hallows Eve Ariel Diaz. Y'all picking up those that Bird City Ariel Diaz this week? I think it came out last week, but if you want to bundle it up with that Lobos variant, comes out on Friday. Check them out. Looks awesome. So this is by Comic Exposure. It comes with the COA there, limited to 3,000. And then this wasn't with the other ones, but there's your Mega Man Master Mix issue #3. Now I can put all these books away. A lot of these are already in like, they're not quite Mylar. They're like a step in between a normal bagging board and Mylite, and I'm not sure which one it is. Some of these don't need to be changed at all, so that's pretty cool. I'll show this off on Instagram. This next thing I'm about to show you guys, there was another vendor there. He goes to a lot of estate sales apparently, so he had a bunch of comics. Unfortunately, a lot of these comics were more like celebrity type, what is it, the quality, personality comics, stuff like that. So stuff I'm not really looking for, and then some Gold Key Looney Tunes stuff, so typically those don't go for high value, but they were in good condition. It's just like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay the price he was asking for some of it, but he did say everything was 50% off. So we made a deal out. He had one thing that I wanted, and this is what it was. This treasury size Conan Marvel Treasury Edition #4. Had it at a price tag of $35. So we wanted to come halfway. Obviously that's what, $17.5. We brought it all the way down to $10 for this, because I picked up some Beatles comics, all 4 members, for my father-in-law. So getting those 4 books as well kind of got the price down on this. So it's got a little bit of a tear here in the near the top part of the binding, but other than that, it just kind of needs to be like pressed out, and it will look spicy. I'm just glad to have it. I love the Treasury editions. I've shown you guys the DC Treasuries first editions, and then we have those Star Wars Marvel Treasury editions as well, which are pretty cool. And we'll finish off this video here, keeping it short for you guys, by showing you the My Comic Shop stuff from this past week. I think it's still all wrapped.
Stop it.
Oh.
Get some help.
Jordan said, stop it, get some help, as we switched over, and I hit some, I don't know what I hit. That's going to be a trip for you guys on the, what button was that? I hit the keyboard, I guess, and I didn't know that there was, I'm not going to edit this video. I didn't know that there was a keyboard prompt that would do that. I have it set up to a Stream Deck, so that's funny. All right, whatever. Guys, check it out. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. This is the final issue 12/12. We picked this up because Batman Beyond is on the cover, so it's the first time the gang meets up with Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond. So cool cover there. Next up, we have this black and white Alan Qua for the latest Bloodborne series. I can't remember the tagline. The subtext for this one, but the black and white is pretty cool. And unbeknownst to me, well, I should have checked. I already had it on FOC, so I'm like, oh, I don't have that one, and it's cover price. Lo and behold, I ordered 2 copies. This one was really cool, so I wanted to get another copy of it. This is Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. I don't know if anyone's paying attention to this series. It started off as a Kickstarter, but it definitely went to print last week. A ton of variants for it. Check it out. It's a pretty cool story, but had to pick this one up because it's homaging that Captain America book and just punching Hitler in the face, which is pretty cool in my book. All right, The Madness issue number 2. Had to pick this up just based on the cover alone. I just thought it was really, really sick. Issue 1 is also in this pile somewhere here. I guess I missed out on it, and you know, AWA has been putting out some fire indie stuff. If it's a horror book, I want to check it out. Next up, we have a Power Rangers 111. This is the second printing. When I ordered this, it definitely said that every single copy came kind of damaged. And I'm like, well, I'm looking at it. It doesn't look damaged, but what's wrong with it is that there's a bunch of color rub on the spine, in and around the spine and the staples, which in turn makes that white. Yeah, it's definitely a damaged book. Next up, I thought this was interesting to have this at cover price because it was supposed to be a 1 in 40, but this is the Josh Middleton Negaduck number 1. This is the, like, I don't know what they're calling it, like the Virgin close-up variant or something like that. I thought it was really cool. I've already ordered the main cover B because this is Josh Middleton, but then we also grabbed the foil copy of it there as well. Josh Middleton goodness. Speaking of which, I just added Josh Middleton's first published work, which came in the Cross-Gen Primer. Y'all remember the Cross-Gen publisher of books with like Sigil and who was the other one that Greg Land did? Sojourn. Greg Land did a ton of awesome covers for that one. But this Wizard Special Edition Cross-Gen Primer from 2000 is the first published work of Josh Middleton. Put it on the website, deepinkcollectibles.com. Check it out. It's not more than, I think I had it at $4 for a very fine copy if you want it. He did, there's 4 different characters on the cover, and one of the characters is his first published work in comics. Next up, as we always do every month, we pick up the retail incentive variant of Sonic the Hedgehog. So issue number 64 this month. And then, boom, of course we got to pick up these incentives for Werewolf by Night. Bill Sienkiewicz here on the 1 in 25. Even though that really doesn't look like a werewolf, but it's Bill Sienkiewicz. So we're going to support Bill. And then the granddaddy here, that Adam Hughes. Of course we got the 1 in 50. What do you mean? What do you mean we weren't going to get this? Glad to order it. Got it under ratio, of course, as we do. As we do here. Speaking of another more Sonic ratios, here's the retailer incentive for the 900th adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the 1 in 10 I didn't order the 1 in 50 because I didn't think they were going to have it. It looks like they did, and it was well underneath what it's going for on internet right now. I think it's over $200 for the 1 in 50. Insane. Last 2 books that we have here, of course, I was mentioning the Madness. I guess they're taking these punk rock, classic punk rock covers and making them like the B or C issue covers, which is really cool. So issue number 1, they only had the punk rock homage cover thing here, and then the second printing for Incredible Hulk number 2. Yeah, enjoy. I guess Michael popped up on the screen. I think that's going to be really funny for everyone, how it just surprised all of us. But that is going to do it for this video here. We still got piles and piles to go through to show you guys. Continue checking out the Instagram. I think we're going to try to do 1 or 2 claim sales live on Instagram. I'm not sure when they're going to happen, but it's going to be relatively soon. So please, please, please check up on the social media, check the website. We got some big things coming. I think we're going to cut out being at the flea market every weekend. I feel that the right clientele aren't going to the flea market to consistently find what we're putting out there. And we're reaching more eyes on the World Wide Web, right? It's more so than some podunk town in Maryland. So, hey, thanks for always checking out the videos, guys. It means a lot. Instagram, all the social media stuff. Y'all know what to do. We'll see you in the next video. We bag and board them. As always, enter the vaults. Stop it. Get some help, Vaughn.